Welcome back to the 4Bs, or shall we say 2Bs for this vlog series. So we are currently staying on SS Rotterdam, a beautiful ship.
It's still a ship.
Ocean liner.
Ocean liner. It was an ocean liner until 2000, and then it's been brought back to life with love.
Yeah, so yeah, it's now a hotel. And also they have lots of functions. A film is currently being made on here.
Yes, and we're staying for 2 nights in a deluxe cabin. How would you describe this cabin?
Massive. It's really big. So,
It is.
I mean, this kind of cabin.
So you're seeing now, this is the area, this is the bedroom area. So you've got there, obviously the double bed.
Queen size bed, you've got a TV, you've got a lamp either side of the bed, and then another standing lamp. Obviously you've got the porthole windows and some very snazzy curtains.
They're rather funky, aren't they? So this is, they've designed it as it would have been.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't have the full length large TV, did they? But as you can see from the carpet is the same. You've got the bedside tables as it would be. So it really is as it would be. And as you can imagine in those days, they had really large cabins, but obviously very small portholes. So it's a very small, but we appreciate the light. We're heading towards town, aren't we? City view.
Yes, we are. And then you come into a very large dressing area. So you've got a
crazy large.
Yeah, you've got pretty much a full length mirror with a little table where you can do your makeup and your hair. And then next to that, you have got a desk, which has also got a desk lamp, a very large wardrobe, a little mini fridge, a coffee making machine, which I cannot figure out for the life of me.
Couldn't work how to do it.
So I've wasted 2 espresso pots, but never mind. So yeah, a really large, spacious, open area. I mean, this cabin itself is like the biggest we've ever stayed in.
Well, it could be a family room. I think some of these are converted into family. You could have beds in here. So yeah, it's fantastic. It's of a time. And then when you head into the bathroom, that floor is just fantastic. The yellow on the floor is just
really
amazing.
reminds me of like American Horror Story when you go into like the asylum-y.
Practicalities, so you do have, is there a hairdryer in the room?
There is a hairdryer in the room, yes.
There is plugs in the dressing room area, and there's also one plug, but obviously it's a Dutch plug, a European plug, so you'll need an adapter if you come from the UK, from the States. The TV has Dutch channels, surprisingly German channels, and some UK channels, BBC One, BBC News, BBC Two.
Yeah, and there's Fox.
Internet is really good. This morning we have done a tour. What did you think of the tour of the ship?
It was really good, given an audio piece and you make your way around the ship. As we said, there is a film being made at the moment, which did mean we couldn't go to all areas. Some areas were closed off.
Yeah.
But there are staff at each point that you go to. So we've had some really interesting talks this morning.
And every table is different, made of mosaic.
So the bar areas, and some of those bar areas they were saying have actually have been changed when they later in this ship's life, and then they've looked at the pictures and they've done exactly as it was. You've got the smoking room, you had the library. The smoking room was really interesting. It had those insects as well in all the pictures, which was really cool. And then obviously it's a place where they played cards and they had little things that came out. And then you also had in there, you had the seats that go.
Yeah, that flip. Tom was very, very interested.
I loved that. It was amazing. And then obviously at the back you had the room where they danced, and they had the fish that go up the staircase to the net at the top. There's plenty of private functions going on all the time. There's parties, there's a conference going on, there's a conference room there as well. There's a main bar and reception area, that's all on the same floor, where last night we did have some food. That was pretty good.
Yeah, food was really good. It was all in Dutch. The menu, wasn't it? So
they were lovely behind the bar.
Yeah, they were really good, and actually really reasonably priced. A glass of wine was €6.
Yes, really, really good.
Yeah.
And that was so.
And they didn't have a Shiraz, so bless her, she opened every bottle of red wine so I could smell them to see which was the most similar.
You look really good, smelling bottles of wine in the bar. Yeah. And they've also got the main restaurant, which was open last night. It's normally open till 10. But they said the last order's about 8, and that is also where we had our breakfast this morning. Lots of cheeses, lots of hams. I didn't really...
Continental, I think, is the word you're looking for, Tom.
Ah, yes. But there was a
bit
Dutch
of
breakfast. Should we do a Dutch breakfast?
What?
Well, because we call it full English. So do they call it full Dutch?
No, I'd say that was catering for people that wanted
Okay,
an
we'll call it full
breakfast.
English. Breads, cheeses, yeah, really, really good, really fresh. Again, it's crew, do come staff.
Oh, I don't know. Staff crew?
Staff crew, amazing. And
Yeah,
we love the
they're
fact
really,
they're
really
dressed.
friendly. They're all dressed as crew.
If you go in the week, it's a lot quieter on the ship, isn't it?
Yeah, really, really quiet.
Yeah.
So is this called a ship?
Yeah, it's called a ship. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Rachel, it's still a ship. Some other areas to let you know about. This area is where you can catch a video. It gives you a real insight into what it was like as SS Rotterdam crossed the Atlantic. There's a little story of a little young chap heading on board, and it's got some footage of SS Rotterdam when it was in service. There is a wine bar on board, but this unfortunately wasn't open when we were on board. And don't forget to ask the crew and the staff about the segregation of the stairwells, as there was between first and second class passengers when it was in service. Plenty of opportunities to buy your knicks and knacks. There was a couple of shops. One of the best things to do is also to wander along the decks, preserved as they were when it was in service.
We're going to head now to Rotterdam. Just before we pop off, if you enjoyed this video, as always, give it a like. Subscribe to our fabulous channel for more cruise content. We're now going to hop on, this is quite exciting, the water taxi all the way to town, and we're going to go and discover Rotterdam. So come and discover Rotterdam with us.
And find a Zara.
The water taxi for centre of Rotterdam journeys is €5 each, so €10 for the both of us. That is one way. You can book it at reception on SS Rotterdam. There's also an app, or you can call. Apparently, if you call, that will get you the water taxi quicker. Fabulous views of ships in port. NMSC Posier was in port on this day. And then you arrive in the centre. It took about 10 minutes. We picked up some additional passengers on the way, but all good. Really enjoyable journey. And stop 47 is in the centre of Rotterdam. And as you can see, all you need to do when your journey is completed, you just pay and jump off. We headed to the food hall, as we always do in Rotterdam. Some culinary delights here. So many stalls. I'd advise when you first get here, just take a walk around the whole place and then see what's on offer and decide what you would like to eat.
What have you got, Rach?
I have got Bram, basically freshly made chips with truffle mayo and pizza.
Oh my god, that sounds tasty then. Was it too hot? Tasting it?
Okay.
We headed to the Irish bar for a pint, and then we headed to a Dutch bar for another local beer. We headed back to the food hall and headed into this sushi, all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant. They also had some hot offerings, as you can see here. And basically all you do is you head onto the app and you just order what you'd like, and you have a 2-hour limit. We were very full after this. It was really, really tasty, a little bit on the expensive side for the two of us. Including drinks, it was €90, but it was good. And it was very well decorated inside. So definitely worth heading to the food hall, whether it's the restaurants or whether it's the stalls. We headed back to SS Rotterdam, had a nightcap, and chatted about our fantastic stay on this amazing ship. We highly recommend it, and we also recommend taking a look at this video on the screen now. Give it a tap. It's our one-night cruise on Virtuosa.